Good afternoon. It's wonderful to be here in person and online. And we are going to start with a pre-service meditation. Um, this month's theme is light within the shadows, and our weekly topic is the unlearning fear of darkness. And as I was contemplating this and to come up with a meditation, and I went through my bookshelves, feel the fear and do it anyway just impelled me to take it off. It's been a while since I've read this. So I and also I have to do a acknowledgement of Mother's Day. We'll do more of that. But it's the Divine Mother principle. It really embodies this fertility and creativity in the darkness. So we're really looking at darkness in a new way. And part of that is this fear of darkness. So the meditation deals with this, about how we start to look at fear, release it, and reframe fear in our lives. So right now, if you would just sit and be comfortable in your chair in any way that is good for you, with possibly your back straight or feet on the ground or crossed if that's the way you like them. Hands comfortably in your lap. You have nothing to do but listen to my instructions. It will be a visualization meditation. And there's no right way or wrong way to do this visualization. So close your eyes and keep them closed or keep them lowered. Let's start with taking a deep cleansing breath. I am breathing, and God is breathing me. Spirit is breathing me. Let's keep taking deep cleansing breaths. And on the exhale, just releasing any tension, any concerns, any busyness or that one might have. So there's so inhale all of the loving, beautiful energy of the universe, and exhale all of your loving energy into that universe. So keep on going in and out, in and out. Now, feel how good it feels to be breathing and to begin to totally relax. Begin at the top of your head. And work your way down to your feet. Let's just relax. Let's go of the muscles. Let's let go of these muscles that are in between our eyes. Let go of any tension in our brow, in your cheeks, in your mouth. Just keep breathing in and out and exhaling any fear, any anxiety, any concerns. And let's just think and focus on our neck and our shoulders, and just relax those shoulders. Move them around. Move your shoulders. Just relax. Focus on the back and just see all that tension receding. Come back to the arms and let that tension just come down your arms and across your lower arms and your hands. Wiggle your fingers if you need to. Just let that tension just drip off of your fingers. Return back to the shoulders and the chest. Taking deep cleansing breaths. And just let any of that tension go. Let's focus on the stomach and the torso, and just let any tension go from there. Go to the back and just see the energy, the loving energy, just go down the back Release any tension in the buttocks, the legs, and down toward the lower legs and calves and feet. Just totally let go. And check any part of your body that may be feeling any kind of tension. Just focus in and just scan your body from top to bottom. Go down to your ankles, to your feet, to your toes, and see that energy, that tension just going into your Mother Earth, into the ground below you, and feel grounded to Mother Earth, to the ground, and feel grounded, situated in your chair, stable. And just release anything that you may be retaining. Now I would want you to think of a goal that you have in your life, a specific goal. Or it could be, since we're talking about fear of darkness, if a goal doesn't work for you, think about going into a door. Think about being a child and how we feared the attic, the darkness of the attic, or the darkness in our basement, or the darkness beneath our bed. And just right now, think about the door that you fear, or there is some shadow or darkness. It could be health issues. It could be making some kind of decision in your life. It could be about money or finances, or it could be relationship. It could be creative expression, any kind of goals or doors that you need to open and let go of the fear. And know that this fear that is keeping you from moving forward toward that goal, just think about that and just surround it in your thought. Now, what I'd like you to do is to imagine yourself approaching that goal as if you had no fear. I want you to see yourself approaching that goal with a sense of power and confidence in yourself, confidence that all will be well. What would you be doing if you had no fear? See yourself. What would you be doing next if you had no fear? As you envision, look at the people around you. How are you relating to them with no fear? How are they relating to you? Think about walking down the street and having no fear. Just enjoy this sense of power and notice your ability to love and to contribute. And know that this is a feeling always within you, always a part of you. And know that it is within your capability to move forward in life with that power and with that confidence. See yourself actualizing your goal with your power and with your confidence and with your love and with your contribution, your important contribution. And slowly start bringing yourself back to this room, knowing that that power is available to you. As soon as you begin to act, the power will come forward. Feel yourself in your chair. Start to be present in this room. Listen to the sounds around you. And when you are ready, open your eyes. There's no need to rush. When you are ready, open your eyes. You can stretch and just feel the deliciousness of your power. It is all there for the taking.
Hello, everyone. This is Robin Hackett. It's so great to be with you, Baltimore, CSL. And I'd love to share a song with you that I love by Bob Dylan that he actually wrote for his son, blessing his life. And it's called Forever Young, but I really kind of feel the spirit of it is forever pure of heart, setting your intentions. And so I give this blessing to you as well. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous, and may you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change do shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young.
That was the amazing Robin Hackett. We're going to hear more from Robin a little bit later. I'm Eugene Holden, and today I get the honor and the privilege to be your host here at Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore. First and foremost, Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. And to the men out there who played that role of father, but it was a single parent situation, Happy Mother's Day to you too. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what comes next? Oh, it is always every Sunday. Did I say every Sunday? Every Sunday is an invite a friend day. So invite a friend to tune in or to show up here at our new home at Roscoe Mansion. And so we're here in the beautiful town of, what town are we in? Baltimore. I knew that. That's why Centers for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore. So invite a friend. And I want to now invite Marianne, who led us through that beautiful meditation for the pre-service. She's going to be doing the opening prayer. Marianne?
Thank you, Eugene. Thank you. Good. I have to break a habit here. I was about to say good morning. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
It's
afternoon.
so good to be here at Roscoe Mansion and to welcome everyone here and everyone who is listening online. And this is what I know. I know that on this glorious day, this Mother's Day, that we are all truly blessed. We are blessed with our mothers, our relationship with our mothers, no matter what kind of relationship that was. We are blessed to have that nurturing, divine mother, goddess principle within us. And we draw upon this no matter what gender we are. that we are here to nurture, to love, and be loved. So we know that our mothers and the people who stood in for our mothers, the teachers, the neighbors, the aunts, the grandmothers, they all were expressing God as well as our mothers, and we are truly blessed. So I am so grateful to be here, to be back in person, to be able to hug and shake hands, and to take on this new challenge of technology, and to also be able to reach out online, digitally, and extend our love, our best wishes, our just grand fellowship and belief in the oneness of spirit. The one mind, the one heart is with us right here and now, present in this room, present on the airwaves, blasting out with all the energy of the universe to include everyone in heartfelt hugs. Thank you for everyone who made this service possible. Our producer, Dana, our host, Eugene Holden, the people who brought things, Nancy and her husband, and the people in our audience, Harry, who brought his monitor, and all the other people that I cannot mention right now, Reverend Kathleen, our interim minister. We have so many people to thank to make this possible, and thankful that you are here with us right here and now, online or in person. So this is a grand adventure, and we are ready to open up our hearts and minds. We have a fantastic speaker today, Reverend Michelle Sinegal. So we are open and ready to hear the message, to expand our consciousness, to learn, to practice, and to be the beloved, magnificent people we came here to be. So I release this prayer, knowing the truth, knowing the law is done, and so it is.
So it is. That's what's next.
Thank you, Marianne. Marianne is one of the practitioners of distinction here at Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore. So next we have honoring the world's religions. And this is something that we do. We do each one at the beginning of the month. As we can read here, one tree, many branches, one mountain, many paths, one world, many religions and spiritual traditions. So with the lighting of the candles that we do at the first Sunday of each month, we honor each person on their select path, and we bless them and recognize the light, the love, and the life-affirming nature of spirit as it shows itself in each person, in each practice, and each path. So no matter what path, no matter what road you took in your spirituality, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. We have a lot of things going on here at Centers for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore. There are education opportunities. So Thursday night, there's a Thursday night study group. And what happens on the study group is we get together and we discuss what was talked about the previous Sunday. So on Thursday, we're going to get together and jump into what the Reverend Michelle Sinegal will be bringing to us today, so that we may go deeper. And so that we may go deeper, what I like to say, the deeper we go, the higher we get to fly.
And you're invited to join us.
And the Reverend Michelle is invited to join us. And then we have the discovery class. In other words, become a member. In the discovery class, you learn what science of mind and spirit is, and then you learn how we do this thing called life through using those principles. I've been using these principles for quite a while, for over 35 years, which is interesting to me because I'm only 38. But anyway, come to the discovery class. Like everybody here is 38. Well, some of us are not quite there yet. We are in our new home. So come and join us. So if you're online and you're close, come and join us. In our new home, we meet at Sundays at 3:30 at the Hill House Conference Room on the Ruscombe Mansion grounds. The address is, write this down, the address is 4803 Yellowwood Avenue in the beautiful city of Baltimore in the great state of Maryland. Again, that's 4803 Yellowwood Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. You got to keep up with me, Dana. All right. Now I got to keep up with you. So here, because this is our new home, and so we're looking for, this is every center, every church, looking for hospitality. See, none of this works without you. So we are asking for a hospitality team to join us here at the Ruscombe. And also people to join us, volunteers, for fundraising and grant writing, online production.
For real though.
For real. Online production, community outreach, event coordination and production. And if you want to contribute, we say yes. So to find out more, you want to contact us here at CSO Greater Baltimore
.com or .org.
CSOGreaterBaltimore.com/or.org. Now, because we are going through this beautiful transition, because that's what life is all about, is change and transition. We're inviting you to join us for a healing service, which is coming up on Saturday, May 30th. 20th. I saw a 3 there. May 20th from 3 to 5. And it's going to be held here at our home at the Hill House Conference Room at Ruscombe Mansion Community Center. So please join us as we begin clearing out those old false beliefs, that we hold in our consciousness. Because what we are wanting to do here is to heal those and to free our consciousness from anything that would keep us from experiencing our higher yet to be, not only individually, but collectively as well, as we prepare to call in our permanent senior minister, spiritual director. Just a reminder, there is a board meeting May 21st. Time TBD. That means to be determined.
So we happen to have 4 of the 7 board members sitting here. What works for you better, for us to come here at 2 and meet and then have service, or to meet after service?
Probably before.
Okay, cool. So right now, we're gonna probably say 2 o'clock.
So the board meeting will be at 2 o'clock. Will we be broadcasting that?
Yes, we will provide Zoom. We'll do that through Zoom, not through StreamYard.
Okay. Another logistical question, because we usually don't get into the room until 2:30.
We'll have that sorted out.
There we go. So be here at 2 o'clock for the board meeting,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
join us.
Is there option of hybrid if you cannot make it?
Yes, so we will broadcast it over Zoom. So, and the Zoom link is?
The Zoom link is, what is the Zoom link, Dana?
No, where is it?
The Zoom link is on our website at CSOGreaterBaltimore.com or .org.
Yes.
Have to remind me of these things. Are we having a ball here?
Yes,
we
we
are.
are.
Yeah, great time. That's right.
Finally
Yeah.
in person.
Skiing down, whoa, here comes the button. Jump over it. Oh, you know what? Save the date. What date is that? May 22nd. From 3 to 5. What date was that, Charles?
Monday, May 22nd.
Here we go.
Dinner time.
Yes.
Would you say dinner time?
Yes.
And that's Florida dinner time.
Because we will be meeting at the Texas Roadhouse. The address is 11300 McCormick Road in Hunt Valley. Eating good food and raising money, having fun. So look for the coupon in your inbox coming from CSL Greater Baltimore. So when you're there and you're eating, and after you present your coupon to the server or inform staff, well, that's before, I was just told, present the coupon before the order or as you're ordering, and also inform the staff when you are ordering takeout. We'll have baked goods available. Oh, I love baked goods for purchase until supplies run out. You better get there before me.
All right, Jane. Jane, what are we having?
Well, definitely chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, see, y'all better get there before me.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies. Oh,
I don't
I'll
know
tell
what
you.
else, but definitely chocolate.
Yeah,
chip
we're definitely having that.
Yeah.
So
And
Oh.
just remember to print out your coupon. too.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Can you
important.
take a picture right off that screen?
Yes, you can snap a picture right off the screen.
So for those of you who are
You can present the picture as well.
Well, I think they take the actual print and put it in the bucket along with your receipt. They staple your receipt to the print.
Okay.
So that's why I think you need a print. And they put it in a bucket, and the end of the night, they find out how much money.
So you can take a picture if you want, but that's not going to work.
No, you have
So
to have a print somehow.
Yeah.
So
you,
we'll make sure we'll bring coupons for Center for Spiritual Living people, just in case.
also you can
Okay.
also
Bring 'em
you,
for
you
everybody.
can also you can go ahead and take a picture of it and then print that out.
Yes.
Technology, right? Gotta love it.
Right.
Like I said, there's a lot of things going on here at Centers for Spiritual Living. So join us for our second annual World Peace Party. When is that, folks?
September
September 30th.
Saturday, September 30th, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Rain date is October 7th, just in case it rains, because you never know about the weather these days. So if it rains on September 30th, then it will be held on October 7th.
Opportunities for vendors, for sponsorship are available now. So reach out to any board member and they'll get you in the right place.
There we go.
Yay.
Oh.
Go back.
That sounds like Horseshack.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
Karma
forgot
Fest.
about Karma Fest.
Yeah, that's important.
Coming
Karma
up.
Fest.
Yeah,
in
come on,
20
Jane.
Come on up.
Jane.
Where should I stand?
Where Jean is.
Because the
Okay.
camera's right there.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes.
All right, so Karma Fest, we're going to have a booth. Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore, at Karma Fest. So
Yay.
look for us. We'll be in the pavilion. And yeah, please come out, support us. Buy the ticket. I mean, it's a great event, a great festival, lots of high energy, lots of really wonderful people there. So, okay, big
June-
reminder.
June
Date and
24th and 25th.
Right.
When
That's
and
right.
where?
And what time does it
Oh,
start?
this it. Thank you. It's fine. So, Stepping Stone Farm Museum, Habity Grace, Maryland. Habity Grace, Maryland.
Mhm.
Okay. And if you
I
go
think
to
it's-
karmafest.com, you can find out more information. You can find out the actual address to put it in your GPS, as well as the other events. Oh, and there's workshops there you can sign up for. There's quite a few interesting things available. As a matter of fact, I'm signing up for. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm signing up for. You'll find out later.
No. I'm saying I was trying to tell you, remind you that we're doing a talk at 11:30 on Sunday. So if you can, come Sunday morning
You there?
What time?
at 11:30.
Oh, 11:30.
At Karma Fest?
At Karma Fest.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We haven't determined who's doing the talk yet. It's either you and Reverend Kathleen.
Okay. Or maybe we can tag team.
Yeah.
Haven't done that with her yet. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's a great event. So please come.
Yay.
Thank you, Jane.
Okay.
Now, what some people don't know about me, I had a 10-year career working in the world in the ministry of prayer for the home office of Centers for Spiritual Living. And this is what I know. Prayer works. Prayer works. Prayer works. We as a community continue to treat and move our feet. In other words, we want to pray. And so what I say is we don't want to just do the prayer and sit back on our laurels. You know, pray and then follow in the direction of your prayer. Knowing the truth for everyone around the planet. Prayer requests can be sent via email to info@cslgreaterbaltimore.org. Ashe, and so it is. Amen. Prayer works. Get your prayer on. Get your prayer on. I can't say that enough. Man. Oh, man. Our musical artist today, the musical renderings of Robin Hackett. I don't need her bio in front of me because I played with Robin for a while. She has all of these accolades. She's co-written music with Gary Lynn Floyd, and I think Karen Drucker and some other folks. But as my personal bio is this, Robin Hackett has not just a voice, but an energy that she comes with. Her presence is just amazing. And I am so glad that she is here with us today. I give you once again my beautiful dear friend, Robin.
Wow, that was fun watching you guys. You should take this show on the road. That was great. That was really good. I'd like to share a song with you that I wrote called Be Still and Know. You may wonder what this world is coming to, with all the ups and downs that you've been through. But there's more than the eye can see. There's the truth in your divinity. So be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. Be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. Oh. And when those clouds roll in, don't you worry none. Before you know it, you'll be up with the sun. And on this world goes round and round. But in the chaos, there's something to be found. So be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. Be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. Oh, oh. Don't you worry about the rain upon your shoulders. Don't you worry if the sun don't shine. Don't you worry if not enough for tomorrow. For if you go inside, you will see you are a shining light. So be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. Be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. Be still and know all is well. All is well, all is well. All is well, all is well. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still.
Thank you, Robin. That was really beautiful. Thank you. It's really put us in the right frame of mind.
Sorry. It don't have to be you. I'm
It's not
sorry.
going to be me.
I know.
Okay, now I can begin. Thank you. So this is our time for spiritual practice. And as I was reflecting on the theme for today, and I just thought it was really an interesting juxtaposition of Mother's Day and the unlearning fear of darkness. Because we are all born, we were made in darkness, we were nurtured in darkness, and we were born out of darkness into the light. And it's all about the Divine Mother principle. It embodies fertility and creativity, which happens in the darkness. And if you've ever been an artist musically or artistically, you hit that blank page and it comes your thoughts, whatever creative thing you do, whether it's cooking or whatever, those thoughts come from the darkness. And it's a precious commodity, really. A new new perspective is needed. And so, loving Hafez, I am reading from his book, and it's entitled Now is the Time. And Hafez is a poet and a mystic, and he mentions fear in his poem. So I'm going to recite the poem. We'll have a time of contemplation, and then I will give some affirmations, some thoughts that came to me in preparing for this. And so there will be that time to contemplate these words. So from Hafez, now is the time. Now is the time to know that all that you do is sacred. Now, why not consider a lasting truce with yourself and God? Now is the time to understand that all your ideas of right and wrong were just a child's training wheels to be laid aside when you can finally live with veracity and love. Hafez is a divine envoy whom the beloved has written a holy message upon. My dear, please tell me, why do you still throw sticks at your heart and God? What is it in that sweet voice inside that incites you to fear, Now is the time for the world to know that every thought and action is sacred. This is the time for you to deeply compute the impossibility that there is anything but grace. Now is the season to know that everything you do is sacred. Close your eyes now. Lower your gaze. And let's just take a moment or so or a minute to contemplate these words. These are some affirmations and insights that I'm going to read now. I embrace the inner darkness, the black velvety medium of potential that dwells inside me. I am the seed, and I am the rich, dark soil. I spring to live in the fertile blackness. I embrace my shadow, the deep well of thoughts, feelings, beliefs, fears, emotions that form, motivate, and haunts me. I bring these to my conscious awareness again and again and again. I dwell in the shadow and the light and every point in between. I acknowledge my fears of darkness, the shadow within. We are born in darkness, born in our mother's womb, nurtured, embraced, protected, and loved. I acknowledge the Divine Mother principle, the goddess, and the fertility and creativity it embodies in our lives that gives birth from the darkness into the light. I am so grateful to know this, to contemplate these ideas, these concepts, to reframe my perspectives, to expand my consciousness. And today, I choose the softening grace of forgiveness. I allow the sunlight of spirit to reach my shadowed heart. Thank you, God. Thank you for letting me know the truth, to know the deepness and the joy of uncovering the darkness, to knowing all parts of oneself, to be open and ready, to truly dive in, to go deep, and to find joy and reconciliation. Thank you, God. I release this prayer knowing it is done, and so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Marianne, for that beautiful spiritual practice. And now I have the honor to introduce our speaker for today. And though I don't have her bio in front of me, I can tell you a little bit about her. The Reverend Michelle Senegal is a trainer. She is a diversity and inclusion trainer. She has been a minister for many years, touching lives around the world for a long time, one of which is mine. The thing that I want to say about Reverend Michelle is that not only is she steeped in principle, she comes to life with her teaching and being the example from a place of deep, deep honesty and deep truth. In other words, she tells it like it is. I give you Reverend Michelle Senegal.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Good afternoon.
Good
It's so nice to be with you all. Thank you all for having me. And this place is special in that for a while, Spiritual Empowerment Center was right next door. And so I knew the address. I just didn't know the exact location. So it brings back fond memories for me. So what is CSL up to? I mean, it's been taking us really, really deep for the last couple of months. Last month, it was all about being vulnerable. Right? And to me, this is really just a deeper dive into being vulnerable, but we're talking about embracing our shadow side, our dark side, which also includes our fears. So I'm going to guide you through that dive today. So humans tend to fear the unknown, do we not?
Yes.
Uncertainty. And, we like to have it all together. We like to be in charge. We like to be in control. And when we can't, it knocks us off our center. I know it does for me too. And so immediately what I endeavor to do is start to convert those unknowns into knowns. And usually that happens through my research. What can I find out about this? How can I substitute what I don't know for what I know? Because it starts to bring me a little bit more comfort. So if that is a reaction that you have, it's a normal reaction when you don't know something, when you're stepping off the shore of the familiar into something that you have no experience of. So one of my dear friends, one of Eugene's dear friends as well, Sunshine Michelle Coleman, wrote the outlines for this month, and she's really, really a deep sister. So I was so glad to see that she was the one that did a lot of the research. And as you know, we have the themes, and these themes are being offered internationally, but we have to put our own spin on it, right? We have to be our authentic selves. And so some of her words are not my words. And so I always try to personalize it. And what that means too is not only do I read and meditate on these outlines, I relate it to lived experiences. And so you'll hear a little bit of that as well. So, light and dark, they coexist. They cradle each other. They support one another. And one doesn't exist without the other. Because really, light and dark are on a spectrum, are on a continuum. And they're just at different sides of the continuum. So different sides of the same thing. And I think that that's really something that we want to think about and embrace. Because oftentimes we think that they operate, because they're polar opposites in terms of positioning on a spectrum, exclusively. But they don't. They actually are dependent upon each other. They're a pair that work in unison. They actually complement one another. And generally, what we have learned to embrace is the light. And as I was sitting here and I was listening to the meditation and the poem, it focused a lot on our shadow. It focused a lot on our darkness. But that's not how we're socialized, right? How we're socialized is to embrace the light. And I thought about, how do I close my emails most often? What's my salutation? Love and light. We always focus on the light. And so why is that? It's that way because we've been socialized that the dark has these negative connotations and stigmas, right? So what we're here to talk about today is how can we disrupt that thinking to embrace it all and to live our lives holistically. So why don't we get grounded in science and mind philosophy? Slide 1. All right, it's already there. Wonderful. I'm loving this. All right, so what our beloved Ernest Holmes says, he says, sitting in the shadow, we may not really believe that there's any sunshine. But the sun would be there all the time. It is there, but we must awaken to it. And he talks about that, not only about the light and darkness, he talks about that in terms of every good thing. If we want to experience every good thing, it could be prosperity, it could be light in this case, it's already there. It already exists. But have we awakened to it? Are we vibrating at the same frequency that light vibrates, or where our prosperity resides? So, as I said, we have likened darkness to evil. And we've done it for eons. We've been taught to fear it instead of embracing it. And as was mentioned earlier by Marianne, the darkness is the fertile space of creation, creativity, the womb. The darkness gives birth to light. And to appreciate the beauty of the darkness, we must unlearn and disrupt the negative stigmas associated with the dark. So imagine, what if we partnered with the darkness? Right? We always talk about walking in the light. I am the light. Well, what if we partnered with the darkness? Not trying to control it. Don't even have to label it. What if we approach the unknown with wonderment, possibility? It would change things, would it not? It would change our relationship with the darkness. And the beauty of this teaching, as you all know, it's all a matter of perspective. So if you change that perspective, you have a different reality. You have a different experience. Slide 2. So let's go to the Bible. What does the Bible say about the light and darkness? It says that the light shines in the darkness, and the and the darkness has not overcome it. So what that means is light is so much more powerful than our darkness. That gives me a lot of encouragement, you all. Because we all have dark nights of the soul, do we not? Yes. And so we can just be patient with ourselves and realize that we will go through an experience or a situation, and when we're on the other side, we have moved from the darkness into the light. And that just reminds me of a song. You all remember Gloria Estefan? Coming out of the dark, woo, and into the light, yes? And she was singing that joyfully, because what typically happens is when we go through an experience that we consider to be a dark night of the soul, we get to the other side, we're so much stronger. We're so much more fortified than we were before. We have probably acquired a lot of new skills because you've confronted situations that you haven't had before. And so you have to rise to the occasion. So think differently about the darkness and think differently about fear. You know, what is it anyway? It's just a false expectation appearing real, as we know. So according to the science of mind principles, our thoughts shape our reality. And what we focus on manifests. And what we resist does what? Persist. Absolutely. So no wonder we're afraid of the dark. We affirm the light. We affirm affirmations all the time, dispelling the darkness. We deny its existence, right? Because we make these positive affirmations. So that it's really no wonder we don't have a more positive relationship with even our dark side. Also in the science of mind principles, it states that the laws of the universe, they work equally, right? And it really doesn't matter what it is you are thinking about, because what you're thinking about, you're going to manifest. So it would behoove you to think more positively, to think about the possibilities as opposed to all of the worst case scenarios. We've been socialized in that way. We plan for the worst case scenarios, never for the best case, right? And so if it is true that these principles are true, these laws of the universe are true, it's also true that again, equal, opposite, consequences. That fire is a wonderful thing, is it not? It warms our homes, it cooks our food, but you know what? It can also burn you, right? If overdone, right? If not controlled or regulated. Gravity, it keeps us here, grounded in these seats, and we're not, flying around, untethered in the universe. However, it can cause things to crash as well. Electricity, we just turn on more light so that we broadcast better. So it can illuminate things. But did you know you can also get shocked? You can also get electrocuted if, again, it's misused. And so that's the same thing with all of the laws of the universe. If you misuse them, it doesn't discriminate. They don't discriminate. You're going to get a reaction. You're going to get a reaction accordance with what? Your thoughts, your beliefs, your entire thought atmosphere. So Ernest Holmes is known for always saying, if you change your thinking, you can change your life. So this practice can be embraced so that we can unlearn our fear of the darkness. The darkness can show us the way home when we're lost. Think about it. Go within. You're lost. Usually when we take that inward journey, we close our eyes to black out the what? The light. And so in that darkness, we can find our way home by quieting our minds, by blocking out everything else so that we embrace the absolute truth. Now, sometimes what happens to us is folks will impose their fears upon us. But their fears are not our fears. They don't have to be. They can be, but they don't have to be. We can learn from other people's experiences, but why embrace their fears? Why do that? And the interesting thing is, and I guess it's because how folks have been socialized growing up, they tell us all kinds of things that could be really, really scary. Case in point. I'm not going to do the great reveal as yet in terms of where it is, but I have applied for a senior minister position in and I quote, third world country, a developing nation. Did I get a lot of words of encouragement? I got more words of fear. It's so crime ridden there. Do you know that the electricity is spotty? You probably won't get reliable internet. You should be really, really careful about that decision. And so that came from half of the people that I asked to write letters of reference for me. So I went to some other folks.
She hopes so.
I want that consciousness
Right. As a reference?
as a reference. So I said to one person, because this person has actually, lived in country there before, but she's been away for 30 years. And she says, and the last thing she says is, I don't want to scare you, but I think you need to know. And I said, well, if you didn't want to scare me, you really should have just left that out.
Right.
Right? So sometimes we buy into other people's fears. But we have our own relationship with the divine, with Father, Mother, Life. And that's what I am terming the source these days. It might change and be something else next month. But for the last 3 or 4 years, it's been Father, Mother, Life. And I start every morning with this affirmation: Father, Mother, Life, you are my life. My constant protection, my health, perfect fulfillment of every need and my highest inspiration.
Come on now.
Of what should I be afraid? Right? When we are aligned with Source, we are a majority. Light will always, always prevail, even in those seeming dark situations. So I choose to embrace the light and the dark, meaning that I'm aware in that scenario that I just shared with you of the high crime areas, but I'll be mindful of them. If I let other people's fears become my own, I never would have served in Baltimore for 10 years.
Oh, well.
Right? Because I had just moved here from Florida to Maryland. And so the opportunity came up at Spiritual Empowerment Center, and all I heard from people who I live in Montgomery County, from people in Montgomery County was what they have watched and heard on The Wire. Is that your only reference? Have you ever been to Baltimore? They're beautiful sections of Baltimore, very safe places. And if you're getting all of your information from The Wire, they shot within a 1 mile radius the entire season.
You mean that there were shootings that occurred? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we get to choose is essentially what I'm saying. We always have a choice to make. And so in my situation, I'm imagining the good. I want to be a part of a developing nation. I want to empower people with these teachings and this principle. I want to make more of an impact than I have made thus far. And I can't do that if I am afraid. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't seize the opportunity. But as I said, you know my affirmation, so I'm not worried. I'm armed. I'm protected. Next slide, please. And so this comes from Brene Brown. You all know our TED Talk, motivational speaker. She says that only when we are brave enough to explore the darkness will we discover the infinite power of our lives. What skills, what strength, what potential am I going to call forth in my new experience and my new situation? I will never know unless I have the experience. Yeah. And so I also know that we're all individuals with unique journeys, and some of us are fearful about something. And maybe even below my level of awareness, there might be a modicum of fear hiding out there, but it's below my conscious level of awareness. Thank goodness. But what if we turn our fear into reverence? We like to be in charge and in control. And the way we have been acculturated in this country is it's a capitalistic, paternalistic, First Nation, and I'm using that in relationship to Third Nation, as people talked about before. We have been taught to be rugged individualists. So why not do that with regard to those dark places, those shadows? Have your own experience. Go through it. Steep yourself in prayer and spiritual practice. It's all one. We say that all the time. The dark and the light, they're all contained in the same space. They're all one. So why don't we embrace and empower our faith? And when we do that, it actually casts out our fears. So then we step into our greater yet to be. We can focus on all of the good that coming out of the dark can manifest instead of its opposite. And when we learn from our nocturnal, non-human friends who see best in the dark, we can shift our attention and approach the shadows from a place of reverence and great mystery instead of from fear of the ominous. So, the darkness is a space of futility, germination, creativity, innovativeness. It's the unborn fetus that fully embraces the darkness as its home, at least for around 9 months. The darkness envelopes us like a velvety blanket. The unborn baby is comforted by its mother's heartbeat, by the warmth of the mom's internal organs. It likely wants to stay there because it feels so comfortable and it feels so safe. However, it has to express itself. And expressing itself is when it makes its appearance here on Earth. And usually the babies are screaming, are they not? Because there is a shock to the system, moving from the dark into the light. But then that's where life begins. That's where the joy begins. That's where all of the love that is expressed towards us begins on a broader scale. Of course, the mom has always expressed that. But our fathers and our families and our friends can also send love our way. So in conclusion, I say that by unlearning our collective fear of the dark, we invite healing and balance into our lives, because we are therefore balancing light and darkness. And the Divine Mother Principle teaches us about the creative medium that holds the darkness so that the seeds can gestate and come forth and bloom. It nurtures life in a safe, dark space of love. And we are all born into the physical manifestation of life. Very last slide, number 6, is the affirmation that anchors this talk. Next one. Thank you. And you can say it. Usually in Zoom, I say, close your mics. Recite the affirmation. We can say it aloud, and I like you all to do it with a little enthusiasm if you do it. I'll state it first, and then you can repeat it after me. I release the fear of the dark.
I release the fear of dark.
And I am open.
And I am open
to new perspectives.
to new perspectives.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
And Ashe.
Ashe.
Yay. All right.
Yeah, I told you, didn't I tell you? Reverend Michelle, thank you so much.
Yes. So welcome.
Yes, some more love. Coming out of the dark. We need the dark for the light to shine. Without the dark, the light can't shine. Ooh.
That's true.
Right? Yeah, without the dark, there is no light. So we're coming back with the incomparable, the musical ministrations of Robin Hackett.
Today I saw the sun. I stood out in the rain and watched the eagle fly again. I heard a baby cry and walked right through a storm and felt the wind upon my face. And all the while I could not help but see life that lives inside of you and me. And I'm peaceful, yes, and I'm grateful, and I'm thankful, oh Lord. Yes, I am, and I'm hopeful, yeah, and I'm so full, and I'm thankful, oh, I am. I hugged an old oak tree, the earth beneath my feet, and saw a shooting star above. I looked into your eyes and touched an open heart and fell into a whole lot of love. And all the while I could not help but see the life that lives and breathes in you and me. And I'm peaceful, yes, and I'm grateful, oh, and I'm thankful, oh Lord. Yes, I am, and I'm hopeful, yes, and I'm so full, and I'm thankful, oh, I am. I am so peaceful, yes, I am grateful, I am thankful, oh, yes, I am hopeful, oh, and I'm so full, and I'm thankful, oh, I am, and I'm thankful, oh, I am, yes, I am, so grateful, so thankful, yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So grateful, oh, so thankful, oh, I am. I am. I am. I am.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you for gifting us with your talent and all of that good stuff. It's good to hear you again.
She
Thank
did
you.
No, Robin's in New York.
from New York.
Yeah.
I say Denver because I found her on YouTube, but she's at Mile High.
Yeah. She gets around. Although she did live in Denver. In fact, when I was in Denver, Robin and I did quite a few gigs together. That was one of the songs too. So here at CSL Greater Baltimore, we have a vision, and this is the vision. Our vision is to have a 24-hour spiritual facility that serves as a community hub, offering people a wide array of services so each person awakens to their spiritual magnificence. So that's the vision, to have a 24-hour spiritual facility. So not only are there Sunday talks and all of that, but practitioners doing their work there. There's yoga, there's Tai Chi, there's all of the good stuff. And it's not just, on Sundays. We're looking at a 24-hour facility. That's the vision. And so to help with that, there's the practical side of life. And that's what brings us to our conscious spiritual investing. Love the word investing, right? So donations and tithes are accepted in many ways. There's PayPal, there's Givelify, there's text messaging, then of course there's a good old postal mail that helps us along there. What am I looking at? Thank you very much. The PayPal is PayPal colon CSL Greater Baltimore. And in terms of, then you can also contact our treasurer, Sue Monahan, at sue@biwt.com or biwtssm@aol.com. This is our declaration of financial wealth and abundance. Say it with me, a lot of people here. Here we go. I joyfully, consciously, and gratefully participate in the law of circulation. I trust in the spiritual principle that says, as I sow into my beloved community, I demonstrate my awareness of standing not only in the flow, but as the flow itself. As I sow of myself, my time, my treasure, my talent, I demonstrate my support and engagement in my community's vision, mission, and purpose. I actively give as a demonstration of manifesting, of reaping the harvest of a world that works for all. And so it is.
So it is.
Ashe. And so those online, again, you saw the ways that you can give online, and here we're giving here. Good.
Mhm.
So if you would like a practitioner on duty to pray with you, join us via Zoom and type prayer in the chat, and you can find that Zoom link on our website at cslgreaterbaltimore.com. So again, I want to say thank you for everybody here. Thank you for everybody there who are live streaming today. Reverend Michelle, thank you so very much for gifting us with your presence. Robin, thank you, my beautiful sister, for gifting us with your presence. And with that, we have Reverend Michelle doing the closing prayer.
You hold my hand. Stay up there and hold my hand.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, touch and agree.
Yeah.
So let's take that journey into the darkness. Let's go in. Let's take one deep breath. Ooh, and let go any fear, anxiety, concern, doubt, fear. It is all gone. Because what we know is that we are divinely surrounded and protected always. We know that the light of God surrounds us. The power of God protects us.
Yes.
The presence of God watches over us. And wherever we are, Source is there. And all is well. And so it is.
So it is. Amen.
Amen.
Woo!